He has defeated 8 current Hall of Famers inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He is the 8th Division World Champion. Please welcome back to the sport of boxing, the legend Manny Pacquiao.
Balahi, yung sumbang.
Ingato tanang human na nga
Dream is boxing. I'm excited for the fans to give a good fight. Boxing is my passion. The way I train, the way I work hard, make sure that I can give a good fight to the fans.
Both Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao are pushing their limits in intense preparation for the upcoming clash. Manny declares he is fully determined and already in camp to deliver an electrifying fight.
He trained hard. He have to defend his belt. I'm a challenger, so I have to make more extra mile to punish myself and able to win the fight. And that's my goal. I'm not underestimating my opponent. I have to make sure that I'm 100% conditioned. I'm still here. Manny Pacquiao.
Manny is back, stating he will neither overlook nor underestimate his opponent, yet remains confident that his conditioning and shape surpass Floyd.
Michael Ren! We're not done yet.
Mo na siya. Ubes diri anak ka
Ako din. Dalawa.
Manny reveals that Floyd pushed for an exhibition, but he demanded a true professional fight. Now fully committed, Manny is determined to deliver fans genuine authenticity and unmissable excitement inside the ring.
Before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is it. This is what I'm waiting for.
Manny explains that anyone with real spirit and passion for boxing can keep fighting at any age, showcasing unwavering dedication and genuine love for the sport.
Yeah, of course. Boxing is boxing, it's really hard sport. When laziness comes to your body, to your mind, then stop boxing. Forget about boxing. But as long as you dedicated, you have fire, you have you have interest to punish yourself like that for hard work, you enjoy doing hard work, training like that, discipline, then go for it. Like continue boxing.
Yeah.
But
If you do that, you'll be successful. So you know it.
of course, but something like comes to your mind, like especially in the middle of like preparation, like let's say 2 months after 1 month training, it's like tired, like lazy.
Manny emphasizes his motivation, saying his mind has never signaled fatigue, which is why he keeps competing with relentless focus and unstoppable determination.
The time comes, come to my mind, my heart, like lazy. Then forget about boxing. There, right? But as long as you have passion, dedication,
You still have fun, then yeah.
yes, of course. But look at your body also. Sometimes your mind is active, but your body can.
Mine stopped a long time ago.
So that's why I'm trying. I'm trying to push myself, but you know, God is not really.
Manny trains using stick conditioning in camp, a method crafted to boost pain tolerance, enhance resilience, and prepare his body for the most grueling challenges.
No. Really heavy play. No. Time. Give it time, keep on. I did that by around 45 seconds. Go. Go. Right.
Manny Pacquiao promotion CEO warns that Floyd will not remain stationary, reminding everyone to anticipate constant movement, sharp strategy, and full adaptability from Mayweather.
I don't think Floyd will ever be a stationary target. I think Manny knows that. I don't think Floyd by any means is an easy fighter, like an easy opponent. Don't expect Floyd to be a stationary target. That's not Floyd. Floyd is Floyd. I mean, there's a reason why he's nicknamed the greatest of all time. There's a reason why he's the GOAT. There's a reason why he's 50-0. And there's a bigger reason why he's agreed to step back in the ring, and that's because Floyd is Floyd. And of course, Manny's Manny, Floyd is Floyd, and Floyd's not just gonna step into something knowing that Floyd plays to win, as does Manny. So it's gonna be very, very.
He confirms no medical issues affect either fighter. Both have full insurance, guaranteeing safety and leaving no serious concerns surrounding this high-stakes bout.
Considering Floyd's 49 and Manny's 47.
I mean, the testing, I mean, the medicals and stuff are the same. It's a standard full physical, MRI, MRA, the eye exam, blood, EKG. So very standard, like what it is typically. They're getting insurance, so that's not a problem, right? So that there's no concerns or any issues there. You also have to look at their history, right? Their history is look at how many fights they've done, look at how they've performed. They've always shown up. They haven't been, they're not flight risks. So we have to go back in the history and look at it. And of course, you see Manny's performance was great.
Yeah, and going back to the first fight, drug testing was a big sticking point for Floyd, right? Is there going to be drug testing for this fight?
Yes, most likely, yes.
Manny Pacquiao trains with Freddie Roach in the gym, striking pads with speed, precision, and power, demonstrating relentless determination.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather remains focused in training camp, honing his skills, upholding strict discipline, and preparing intensely for the looming fight. Floyd Mayweather hits pads with fierce precision and power, demonstrating speed, focus, and relentless preparation that epitomize his championship-level mentality. Max Kellerman recently shared his insights on the upcoming clash between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. He admitted that he rarely comments on other athletes' finances, but hopes that if Floyd Mayweather Jr. takes the fight, he earns well and rides off into the sunset a wealthy man. Kellerman stressed that Manny Pacquiao is focused on the sport itself rather than money, seeking a real fight over an exhibition. Reflecting on their first encounter, Kellerman criticized it as underwhelming and noted that both are now 50, making the rematch stakes uncertain. While respecting both, he favors Pacquiao in terms of excitement, highlighting the authentic skill and challenge they offer fans in the ring.
That's one thing I don't do. I don't talk about no other athletes' money. I don't do that.
By the way, my hope is that Floyd isn't going broke. So, and if, by the way, and if he is, that he makes all the money in the world for a Pacquiao fight and rides off into the sunset a rich man. I wish him the best.
I want to fight somebody. I don't care about the money and all that.
Who you want him to fight?
That's not good with Pacquiao.
Pacquiao
just drew with Mario. You see what he look like? Yeah, because they're not on that level anymore.
So what do you think's gonna happen here, though? What do we think's gonna happen in Mayweather Pacquiao? Are you interested in it? Is it a good fight?
Yeah,
I'll be watching.
I'll watch it. The first one was awful, but now they're 50 years old. Let's see it.
But you didn't like the first time.
No, I didn't.
I'm not gonna say
You didn't like that match?
No, the first one.
I forgot.
When they went
Floyd made it look easy. I know you.
That fight went more or less how I thought it would go. I always thought it would go that.
But
I didn't like the fact that it
who's
was
your favorite fighter? Pacquiao, Floyd. Come on, we know it's Pacquiao.
No, actually, Floyd. Watching Floyd fight is actually more my style of that perfect boxer.
That's what,
when I do a pound for pound ranking, I'm trying to be objective. Pacquiao jumped more weight classes. What he did pound for pound to me was more impressive.
But you have him over Floyd.
I never thought Pacquiao was going to beat Floyd. Yeah. Ever.
But
never
thought.
thought.
Two of my favorite fighters.
Who?
Floyd and Pacquiao. They're one of my favorite fighters. But I still want
Floyd's
to see.
the longer, bigger, better defensive fighter. You know.
But let's be real. What this is all about, business. This is going to be a mega event. Doesn't matter how old they are. They're the two biggest names in boxing today. Even if they
Paulie Mullen-Agee views this fight as another high-profile cash grab, reflecting on the first Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao bout. Despite its historic status, it lacked genuine passion and intensity, leaving fans expecting fireworks. Yet, the 2015 clash often resembled a tactical dance rather than the all-out battle many had hoped for. That fight was for the championship, with real stakes in the welterweight division. This rematch, however, does not carry the same competitive weight. Instead, it thrives on curiosity, nostalgia, and the global star power of two of boxing's most iconic names. Mullen-Agee notes that audiences are drawn less by pure competition and more by spectacle, a trend reinforced by events like Mike Tyson's exhibition bouts, which captivate fans decades after his prime.
It was also a cash grab, but really, that one was also a little bit too late, and really they didn't really fight with that passion and fire. It was more like, I'll dance, you dance, and if nobody gets hurt, we both win, And that's not really what fans want to see. Having said that, the first time around was for the championship of the world. Floyd was champion. Pacquiao was challenging him. I think Floyd had the WBC title at the time, so on and so forth. And you know what I say about. And at the time, it was still a fight that was viable within the whole world landscape of the welterweight division. This time around, it's not really a viable fight within the landscape of the welterweight division. But it's like I always complain about Canelo. As long as you don't take the belt with you and hold them hostage, and the sanctioning bodies allow you to hold them hostage, I don't mind guys doing this kind of thing. Let's face it. Is it the only time we've seen this? We've seen this time and again. I mean, Leonard did the third fight with Duran and Hearns in 1980.
While this is an official fight, not an exhibition, the undertone of entertainment remains strong. Pacquiao's age and natural power are balanced by Mayweather's defensive timing and ring experience. Yet, both fighters remain in exceptional condition for their years. This matchup is therefore less about championship glory and more about testing skill, endurance, and strategy while captivating audiences. Netflix's involvement magnifies the event's reach, offering casual fans easy access, even if they don't follow boxing closely but recognize the names. As Max Kellerman noted, when boxing comes together properly, it stops the world. Mullen-Agee echoes this, emphasizing that while the fight may not carry the same legacy weight as the first, curiosity, nostalgia, and star power ensure massive attention. For old and new fans, the Pacquiao-Mayweather rematch promises a spectacle blending skill and showmanship into a global event few will ignore.
So, I mean, the rematch with Hearns and the third fight with Duran, you know? So you know, and I think those sold pretty well, pretty good as well. You know, people got into it. Were they kind of duds? Yeah. I mean, the third Duran and Larin fight at the Mirage, people kind of are probably more forgetful about it. But regardless, the nostalgia aspect of it, like the champ said, is going to attract people. It's gonna you know, make people curious. There's also the aspect of it where the new fan base is always curious about the old time fighters, which is why Tyson always gets views even today, because people are always curious about the Mike Tyson mystique, the Mike Tyson effect. So people that weren't able to be alive and wake up the morning of a Mike Tyson fight to know what that feels like, you know, want to feel that today. I promise you, it's nothing like it was in 1989 with Tyson, no matter what you guys want to feel. But regardless, I think people get curious about that. And I think this is going to be sort of the same.
Dan Rafael explains that the scheduling of Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather's fight strategically aligns both athletes on similar timelines, setting up a potential September 19th showdown at the Sphere in Las Vegas. He notes that Netflix's involvement is unsurprising, as the platform targets high-profile, attention-grabbing events rather than standard boxing matches. Unlike their historic 2015 clash, which shattered every pay-per-view and revenue record, Rafael believes this fight will not replicate the same financial magnitude. Instead, Netflix offers massive exposure and convenience, allowing fans to watch without extra cost beyond their subscription, a strategy proven successful with events like Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. The promotion is a joint effort by Manny Pacquiao Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, and CSI Fight Sports, which also manages Mayweather's other projects.
Floyd in an exhibition bout, also probably in April, but in a different location. And it sets them up on the same time schedule where if they're going to do a rematch September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas, the fact that Netflix is doing it is not surprising at all. That's always been what they've been talking about doing. I think both fighters and everybody involved understands that it's one thing when everybody wanted to see the fight in 2015, you put it on pay-per-view and it's going to be a blockbuster, which it was. They charged $100 for the pay-per-view, the biggest price ever for a pay-per-view. And it set every conceivable record that you could think of in terms of gate, boxing, pay-per-view buys, overall revenue, the sponsorships, the merchandise. You pick a metric and it broke the record. That would not be the case now, 11 years down the road, you know, since they first fought in 2015. So they needed somebody to put up big money, and it really fits the profile of what Netflix is trying to.
That's it for today's video. Make sure to stay tuned for the next one.